Tell me when. Yeah, I know any time, mate, but when? Now? Okay. How do I look? All right. Well, hello, and thanks for joining me. I'm currently in Bangkok. Arrived last night. Went really well. I did the test and go program. That included the PCR test late last night, and I got the result back quite early this morning, 7 a.m. Lucky I was already up about 5 a.m. and champing at the bit to get outside and I guess feel the weather more than anything. It's actually quite a good temperature. There was a bit of a lightning storm early. It wasn't particularly big, just wet everything and gave me a good show early on. So, as we like to say in Thailand, Sawadee Cup, or when you've been here enough, you can say Sawadee. So I've got all my gear here strategically placed on the floor, and that's important. At least when it's on the floor, I know where it is. Don't have to go looking for it anywhere else but on the floor. The bike arrived in good shape, I think, I hope. It's still in its box, and I'm about to do the unboxing, the big reveal, the reveal to myself to see if there's anything wrong with it. Qantas looked like they gave it a bit of an effort to knock the box around a bit, but I'm not hearing anything jangling, so hopefully all will be good. Now, in Thailand, I don't have my watch on, but I can tell you that it is nearly 4:30. I've been walking around all day trying to acclimatise, trying to sweat as much as I possibly could. My sweat glands are working pretty good. So I've drenched this shirt a few times, but it's all right. It didn't feel as hot as I thought it might. It didn't feel as humid as I thought it might, but I certainly sweated. But frankly, if every morning was like this morning, I reckon I'll be okay. So the plan is every day on the road by 6 a.m, hopefully off the road by midday, maybe 1 p.m. The first 3 days will be short, about 70 k's each. After that, I'll be aiming to do 100k a day. So that's quite a chunk of time to do 100 kilometres, but that's taking into account, I guess, a cafe stop somewhere. And also, I want to shoot some video, some B-roll. I learnt that recently, B-roll. Look it up if you don't know it. But yeah, the plan is to shoot some B-roll, i.e. some landscape type shots. Got the drone, I've got the GoPro, I've got the iPhone, and there's one other, the drone, the GoPro, the iPhone, and of course the Fuji, the big camera. But the aim is to shoot some shots, hopefully put it together in an interesting video, much more interesting than this video, to try and bring people along on the journey, not necessarily suffering family and friends, but also any lovers of Thailand, and more importantly, or most importantly, any prospective bike tourists who think, well, what's it like to ride Thailand? So hopefully I'll give you a bit of a feel, and you'll either want to do it after you've seen me do it, or attempt to do it, or yeah, you may decide otherwise. So I'm about to do a bike unpack and a bike rebuild. I reckon it's about 2 hours work if nothing goes wrong. My aim is to have everything squared away, the bike ready, so that I can hit the road tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. and just do a little test of the bike, bit of a test feel of the environment, and get me in the scheme of waking up at 5 a.m. to be on the road at 6 a.m. So this morning was quite easy. I actually woke up at 5 a.m. when I didn't mean to, but that's because 5 a.m. in Adelaide would be 8:30, so that was a bit of a sleep in. So if I can stick to that time schedule or body clock, that's not a bad thing. That's enough, I reckon. Did you get it? Get it all? How'd I look? All right? Good. Okay, I thought I'd give you a bit of a look at what 50 or 60 bucks Australian gets you. So gets you a bike box. Whoops. Gets you a bike box. Looks like a TV, but it's actually a bicycle. I think it's a bloody good idea. Making it look like a TV, hopefully, convinced the Qantas chaps to only kick the box twice at the bottom. So that's good. And there's a bit of a view outside. So a little bit of Bangkok on display. Looks pretty cool at night and in the morning with the lights. The traffic lights, that is. Now that is what you call bright. Now I'm right by the river, and the main part of Bangkok is actually slightly to the left as I pan around. And there's the building that they forgot to order enough material, and so there's all chunks in the building. So that's where all the contemplation's done. And if you look carefully ahead, you'll see some clown holding a stick with a camera on it. Well, that'd be me. And I've just closed the door, so some of that sound's out. Got all this stuff on the floor. As I say, that is strategically placed. I know where everything is. It's there. There's a study desk. That's where one might take a meal if you didn't have it covered in stuff. And why would you eat inside anyway when you're in Bangkok? So I've decided to support the local community and eat outside. Yeah, there's that clown with his stick and a camera hanging off it. And bathroom, and you don't need to see all the things. And just for anyone with a fetish, it's one of those butt cleaners. I probably paid extra for that. Okay, it's now time to move the box into position and see what I've got.